Ooh, it's cold. Today I'm going to be doing a little vlog on this Tesla behind me that you see. It's pretty messed up. It's got a rear quarter panel dent. I don't think we're going to get out 100%. Actually, I know we're not going to get out 100%. This is definitely an improvement. Yeah. Enough rambling on. Listen, I'll get right to the chase. I thought it was going to come out easy, and I was right. How much did we get out, and how? Well, let's find out. At this point, I wanted to see if the dent would cooperate and determine if there was going to be any problems like oil canning. So I'm using a technique called cold gluing. It's a method where I can grab a lot of metal and pull out rapidly without causing any further damage. It's like starting a marathon 25% into the race without having to run the whole distance. A time saver for sure, because it also reduces the chance of any premature push marks from tools that we'll be using later on. These dents are going to probably come out probably about 80-85%, maybe better, but my main concern is this right here. This did get a little damaged right here too. Not sure if that paint came off there. It's hard to say. I think that'll come off. But this edge is going to be tough. Now, when it comes to factors, access is always part of the equation. We'll have to remove the factory subwoofer to have any chance for a PDR tool to reach the backside of the damage. So if you notice here, when a panel has a dent similar to this type of damage, there are high spots or waves caused from the impact, basically shock waves held in time. We now need to tap down these crowns to help bring back the pressure of the metal towards the inside of the deepest area. This will allow the lower part of the metal to cooperate much easier without force pushing, causing more work, or even inexperienced techs more problems. So we're thinking Kiko crease tab on this body line. So all we're doing, we're not trying to go for accuracy here. We're trying to get the bulk of the metal up, and we also want to stabilize it, right, Big Jon? Because he said it wants to kind of come down a little bit. And my other slide hammer's over there if you want it, dude, because I don't think that's going to have enough throw on it, if you ask me. It's ready. Now, glue pulling. It's pretty tedious indeed. Since the metal is so pinched around the edge, we are using plastic tabs and hot glue to pull some of the depth out of the body lines. This will set up better pushing when John, also Big Jon Miller, uses metal tools once we can get most of the glue tabs to do their thing. Now I'll explain some things here. These glue tabs and glue are placed on the panel for a short period, usually between 10 and 30 seconds. Glue has a very short setup time. This helps Big Jon be more efficient and get through the repair process faster. Now, for those who may want to try this at home, I wouldn't. The easiest part is placing the glue and pulling the dent out. But you'll still have one problem. How are you going to tap it down? How are you going to fix your high spots or mistakes? You see, that's why you need a professional. And if you still rather try it yourself, just remember, if you think a professional is expensive, wait until you hire an amateur. Point is, you gotta be real careful. John's trying to be real careful not to make any micro loads inside. It still seems tight, huh, John? Huh? Yeah. By now you can see that PDR isn't easy. It may appear to be. Knowing how to read the line board, what tool to use properly without causing more lows and making it look more confusing is a feat in itself. Big Jon is carefully tapping down the skinny lines that indicate a higher spot around the low. Once he helps reduce the outside pressure, he can go back and continue to glue pull or push. It's a teeter-totter technique. Each part of the dent gives and takes until you get a balance, which will be a flat and leveled panel. Alright, so now it's cooperating pretty good. It's stable. We've got it down pretty, looks pretty good. We're going to pull out the subwoofer though. John's getting ready to pull that vehicle, pull all this stuff out of there. But yeah, we feel it's cooperating pretty well. Again, the only part that's it's going to be really is this little bottom part and then this part right here. But that's yet to be determined to see how well it's coming out. We're still concerned with that.
Go. Oh yeah.
So you guys remove those, a couple of those bolts.
I'm not sure that that's gonna get in the way. I might have to drop that.
Pull that against the push that one too.
Possibly.
Do you have to drop? Do you have to unplug that ground?
I might have to.
Yeah, it looks like you will. No.
If I can move around it, it just depends. I just have that one last bolt there, I think, unless there's another one underneath. Which there probably is. It's Tesla.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it's a lot better. Okay. But I think you're right, John. The more you glue pull,
the easier it'll be to get.
Yeah, because we don't want to create any push marks in here, dude. Yeah, this is good. That's good. That's good leverage right there. What?
I said, I know. I worked on one of these already. This wasn't as severe, but it was bad.
Okay, I'll let John at it.
Ready? I don't know.
Go the other side. I turn it to the other side. Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like. That's why I was like, are you sure?
Just a little.
I'm like, are you sure?
Boy, that thing was yanking the edge, dude.
Come on,
How long did you leave it on there?
A little bit longer, like 25 seconds or so.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, nice. You pulled that freaking crease up.
I'm telling you, it's those tabs.
What tab was it?
These tabs are like miracle workers.
Well, hold on, right there. Oh, the Kiko dead center crease tabs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dude. So look at Mr. Miller. He's been glue pulling. Woo, we are coming out clean, Mr. Miller. Oh, you got some of that out, huh?
I did.
Dude. So now, what tool you gonna go with, dude? Oh yeah, look at that. So this is a stand liner fishtail. So there is absolutely no play with this. What I mean by that is when he twists it, all the drive goes right to the tip. There is no delay. It's kind of like some tools when they have too much flex. It's kind of like watching a, how can I put it? It's like watching a Chinese movie. You know what I mean? A kung fu movie, and the voiceover is not good. This, it's instant dialogue, man. Basically, you're getting good communication between that tip and that drive.
No
Boom.
delay.
There is no delay in the push.
No delay in your push.
No. So I'll go ahead, John. I'll let you sit down. So he's going to put it through that access point. Where are you going for?
Well, I was. I was trying to work this area.
All right, go ahead. You just have to find out if you're going to use the tip or the heel, right?
I'm using I know I'm using the heel.
Using the heel for most of these type of pushes will really reduce any chance of making high spots. So
See,
John's
I'm
going
watching his
very,
hand.
very slow.
There's no delay,
And
huh, John?
the last thing you want to do, or the last thing we want to do, is make any high spots. That sets us back time at the end of the repair. We don't want to create any unnecessary mistakes.
Good. This takes a lot of time, you guys. Because he was trying to do is he's trying to twist it without pocketing anything up. No high spots in there. Just double checking, John. I'll get out your hair in a second. Just trying to show what he's trying to get out there.
I'm also trying to float the tool so it doesn't fall into the crevice. Because if it's
make it too tight, too sharp of a push.
Yeah, it won't let me push where I want if I let it fall in. So I'm hovering it. I'm using my thumb and my index finger right here to kind of level it and keep it where I want as I make my pushes and kind of guide it.
Yeah, so that's closing up pretty good. Good. Yeah, just another. Keep going. Our student, he's in his second week over here. His name's Tanner. And he's trying to keep this dent clean. I told him absolutely no push marks. I don't want any high spots in there. No, nothing like that. So that's what he's trying to do. He's using a 90 degree, I think. Going through the, he's using a 90 degree ultra soft tip with an extension. The handle, this is a custom handle. It's really comfortable. Yeah, but we need to keep that. We need to keep that clean. All right, it's looking pretty good. John's doing some work.
By now, things are starting to shape up. The deepest part of the dent, which is the crease, is coming out better than expected. I personally thought it wasn't going to look good at all. Well, between John and I strategizing how to attack it, our plan worked with minimal mistakes and, more importantly, minimal unnecessary cleanup work. Now, all we have to do is get a thin tool to overpush the pit inside the crease and call it good. I always explain to my customers that the initial big part of the dent isn't the challenge. It's the small stuff that takes time. In other words, PDR techs spend 90% of their time on the last 10% of any repair.
All right, here John is. That's the part. That's the last cleanup over there, dude. It's been a little challenge there, hasn't it, dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll take some of that texture out, dude. Still got a little bit of that. I don't know if I can get flagged even with the song being in the background. Can you get flagged even if it's not even in your video?
I don't know.
All right. So what I've got is just a little bit of this dent there, but what I'm going to do is use this heel. Yeah, I got a little bit of the tape on there, but I don't care, so I can push through that. Let's see if I can get that. The whole point is to move that metal so it doesn't get chewed up. Nice clean pushes. I don't want to be tapping down mistakes. If you're using a tool that's too sharp, then you need to go bigger. If you are a sharp tool guy and you like sharp tools, but you find it's poking it too much, go smaller, tighter pushes. Meaning you're pushing more, but it's tighter. You're not going to the low spot too soon. It's coming nice. Going for this little low spot right there. So he's coming out pretty clean. And it's really tight right there. Notice I'm not making any poke marks. Really close to the body line, so it gets really hard to push. This is an 8 mile right here, and it feels like you lose it. You better not choke. One thing about PDR, you gotta be super patient. Here's my board. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so far this dent is coming out really, really clean. We've got a little bit of the detail work here. This is the most hardest area, and then this lip right here, which we will be working on a little bit later. So what were we using so far to get this out? Well, first of all, we were using this glue tab, which is the Kiko Dead Center. This fishtail has been money with tape on the back end of it. That's stand liner. And let me just put that up there. And then between the glue tabs and this 1/2-inch whale tail from Dent Craft right there. So that's been pretty good progress so far with that. And then last but not least, this one from, I don't even know what this one is. I mean, Stanliner gave this to me, and it's by far, it's got so much good torque, and the bottom fishtail is just really, can push really well without chewing it up. So that's it. That's what we've been using. Definitely had to take everything out like you guys saw, but it is coming out, ladies and gentlemen. I want to move this just a little bit this way. So you can see a little bit light here. Yeah, nothing. It's yes, we still got some work at this point. We'll come back and see how that is. But again, that bottom lip is, where it's a little bit more flared. But we'll see how well we can get that. How much more better we can get it. Now, as you guys can see, that this dent came out pretty well. Actually, a little better than I expected and what I thought from what I was mentioning in the beginning. A little bit of patience, obviously, actually a lot. Tons of experience, and using some of the latest tools like the stand liner tools. And for those who have no idea what paintless dent repair, of course I'm talking some terms that you may not even know or what tools I'm talking about, but we use some of the latest and greatest tools to help us get better results like you see this. Not every dent comes out perfect. I wish I could tell you it does, but there are certain limitations, and but again, by you know what type of damage that was and where it was located and what we had to do to get to the damage is very challenging, but we're pretty satisfied with the results. I think the customers are going to be very happy with it, and for what it was, that's a $3,000 plus repair at a body shop and replacing the panel or doing major body work to that panel, but we were able to save it. So hope you guys like that. If you're interested in our paintless dent repair in San Diego, contact us 858-943-9676. You can also visit us here at the shop here in Escondido, 2120 West Mission Road, Suite 240, Escondido 92029, just 30 minutes from downtown San Diego. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.